It's just a bitch because I'm not listening to anything or whatever. You do this thing to me. I can really oversee. Constantly me on pain. Yeah, glad gonna put that behind some things. Yeah, we'll probably work on that for real. For real. But I need to get some food in me. Alright. What it do? It's Jix, sleep movement representing Suns in Aries, moons in Capricorn, Mars energy. I talk about this often because I deal with a lot of Mars energy, but I also deal with a lot of Jupiter energy. Jupiter and Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn energy. Very dominant. My chart, I think. It's crazy because Jupiter's probably the least dominant, but I also have like my moon is on the cusp of Sagittarius. So I get Jupiter, I feel Jupiterian often. So I feel like that's why it's noticeable more. I have Jupiter in my first house in Gemini. So you can tell from my personality, like this is just what I talk about. It's in Gemini. So I talk about the reasons why I do the things that I do. And like my personal life is Jupiterian. It's all. I also have Saturn in my first house, so it's locked up. It's chained, restricted. I have to work on it. And the personal life is not like the worst thing to have to work on, you know. But it's been difficult for me. It always has been. Think about where Saturn is at. Once you get it, and once you start putting what you understand into a routine and getting from point A to point B, and then start manifesting material from that, then you would have mastered pretty much where it is. I mean, if you're consistent, if you're able to be consistent, but you're gonna have to be consistent. You know, you're gonna at some point you make that decision. There's no other way. So yeah. Shit ain't about shit. Just talking about my chart. Sun is in Aries, the moon is in Capricorn. We're in some crazy times. Pluto's in Capricorn. So everything, all the materials being transformed. All the businesses, all of our businesses, how we get from point A to point B. All the big names, everything that had a status, everything that was well known. Everything's being transformed right now. You know? Like, I'm thinking about this. LeBron James is a Capricorn, and Pluto has been like wherever he has Capricorn at, but like that's his sun sign. So as a Capricorn, like niggas have been like transforming the way that they see Braun, as if he's not top two, like, as if he doesn't enter the GOAT conversation as top two, and as if like him versus Jordan is even debatable. Like niggas be acting like it's not debatable. It's very debatable. But that's just an example. Shit. Neptune is in Capricorn. Where the fuck is Neptune at? I don't even know. Oh fuck, Uranus is in Taurus. That one. Uranus and Taurus. Um, Speaking of all the material being transformed, like having Pluto in Capricorn right now, and Uranus in Taurus, it's very difficult for us to have a consistency when it comes to our resources and what we use for stability and security, our business, and the status of what we're building. All of those things, the consistency has just been extremely sporadic as of late. Since Uranus went into Taurus, whenever that happened. As a Taurus rising, having Uranus in my first house, and it still might be in my 12th house. I don't think it's entered my first house quite yet, because my Taurus is 17 degrees, so it may be in my 12th house still right now, but I'm feeling the energies in both because it's cusping my first house, or not cusping. I don't even know what degree it's at. I have to look, but I'm feeling the energies in both my first house, my personal life. Shit, I've been thinking about cutting all my hair off. Um, you know, acne, like all this shit. My ascendant shit, and then my 12th house. My dreams, my creativity, and my spirituality. All of that shit has just been changing. All that shit has been changing. And it's crazy because thinking about it now, Uranus has been in my 12th house since it was in Aries. I like the quiet because it diminishes everything that was making noise before. I feel like it's impactful. It tells a story, an important story, like a story that opens your mind. It opens your mind, and it helps you form better thoughts. It's informative. There's a lesson. It's my Sag energy. And Jupiter energy. It's so meaningful. And the Capricorn comes in because like I can actually use these things to help myself build. Because if my mind is right, then it's easier to build. If my mind is formulated the right way, it's easier to build. When your mind is not cluttered, we can have an altar in your mind and do alchemy in your mind with a clear space, from a clear space. was thinking about when I do these videos, like how I have so much to explain, but I don't have anything to explain to anybody. And I was thinking about, like, in the context of astrology, like, I want to go back and do this because I want to explain this and I want to explain this, but whenever I think about that, it just seems like work. And nah, like, this isn't gonna seem like work for me. I'm gonna have to put in work, but not mentally strain myself. Like, I'm going to enjoy what I do. When I was passionate about basketball, and I still am, which is why I pay attention to, like, I don't watch the games, but I pay attention to them. I'm more of a casual fan now, but it's good that I understand the game as opposed to a casual fan who doesn't understand the game. Like, I hoop. I'm nice. I can talk about basketball. I can go without watching it and still have valid inputs. Now, I do want to start watching it again, but also the game has changed and gone to a place where it doesn't interest me anymore. Like, everyone's just running and shooting threes. The art is gone. The matchups, the opportunities to see, like, positions paint. Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett type shit. Like, you know, it's different now. It's different now. No one really sticks out. And the people who stick out for the same reasons, because they can shoot a lot of threes and make a few of them. And really only Steph is, like, not only Steph. They're like maybe 4 shooters who have, like, a green light like Steph has. But the whole league has the goddamn green light now, and it's just annoying because time is wasted running and chucking threes, where that time could really be spent on seeing some art, like seeing the game of basketball be actually played. Like, shooting threes is one aspect of the game of basketball, but the whole NBA is predicated on that now. Like, boring, bro. And which is why, thinking back on everything that's been happening in the past, like, 2 years, if I had continued to play basketball, or if I was playing professionally, I would have had to get a vaccine, and I would have had to, like, play that kind of style, this new style where it's like a run and chuck shit. And I like shooting threes. I'm a nice shooter. But, bro, everybody doing that shit? Nah, because y'all niggas don't have the green light. But anyway, I don't even know how I started talking about this. Doesn't matter though. There's a lot to talk about though, so there'll be some videos that are organized as far as me having a topic. But you know, unfiltered thought series, so you know what it is. This is one of my favorite hoodies, but it has this symbol on it. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go look that shit up. I have no idea what it is. I just like the color and the pattern. But it's interesting. Because you really just find yourself upholding shit that really has nothing to do with you, that you don't really actually resonate with or have anything, yeah, you have no business with. There's no relation. But you just find yourself in those circumstances because of other shit. Because you're not paying attention, you're distracted, or you're unaware. All like not paying attention and being distracted just leads to unawareness. So yeah. And it's good not to be aware of a lot of things. Shout out to Dolo, because I heard him say this weekend. It's good not to be aware of a lot of things. Because once you're aware of something, you start putting mental energy in those areas, as far as having thoughts and feelings correlated to what you're aware of. But there are also things that it's good to be aware of. A lot of things. It's very good to be aware of yourself. It's extremely good to be aware of yourself. Those are the best things. I feel like we get the best things from awareness of ourselves. Those bring the best gifts. I have to read the alignments. Recently, I've been paying attention to the moon, to where it's at, but I haven't been resonating with any of the energies in the sky. Even though I feel myself feeling them, but I haven't taken the time to understand what's going on around me. I've been cluttered. I've been everywhere. But I'm getting things in order. The moon is in Capricorn. It's crazy, like, the whole world is fucked up. The whole world is fucked up. Everybody's fucked up. And we're all trying to unfuck ourselves, but we just keep fucking ourselves. So, the very few people who stop fucking themselves and put themselves in positions to fuck other people just end up getting fucked up, because those other people are already getting fucked. And then you start fucking them. Whole time they're fucking you. On some spiritual shit. Need to clean my pieces. It's important to stay present-minded. Because we manifest in the present. As spirits, we like to move. But one thing that I've come to understand is that the whole point of me coming here is to move, but not necessarily only here, because I've been doing that, and I'm still doing that, but I haven't always been in a human body. So my point is to move my human body. And everything that is preventing me from doing that is a distraction. And the reasons behind why I'm being distracted are my downfalls. Those are the things that I'm here to learn and experience through and grow from, so that I can get bigger. I can expand. And nothing means anything, so nothing matters. It's the fucking jungle, but there are things. There's a reason why things happen. So, move wisely.